So if there's anything out here that wants to talk with us, you can come near and light up things or light up the REM pod.
I am not a believer of ghosts. However, I'm not completely denying of the possibility that they may exist. I haven't gotten anything yet on this, but I'm curious to see if there's going to be anything out here. This doesn't seem like a very ghostly place in my mind, but that could just be modern media influencing what I think. So we're just going to see what happens.
I mean, we could try a.
Kind of thinking kind of where those silos are at.
I was thinking that too.
Like right under the.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh my goodness. This equipment is actually pretty cool. I'm interested to actually use this like in the house when we go and investigate in a few weeks. There's a lot of stories going around, and it's kind of really like heightening the environment for me. So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna keep trying these out a little bit here in these big silos and see if we pick up anything.
Yeah.
Nothing this away. So we just did a little bit of a walk around. We had EMFs, we had microphones, we had headphones, we had a couple cameras.
Yeah, we had a S-box. If you know about ghost hunting, that's what they use for the Estes method.
Yep. We didn't get anything until when we were walking around behind. I was meeting up with the rest of the group, and I heard through the microphone what sounded like somebody laughing. Don't know if that was actually a thing or not. It's windy today, so it could have been just the wind.
But Grace did ask. She felt like there might have been a woman, so she's like, was there a woman? And then just a little bit I saw Austin freeze, and I was like, what's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna see what happens. We don't exactly
Very,
know if this
I
is...
feel like we learned a lot. There's a lot more that we're gonna see. They have a lot of footage and audio that they're gonna share with us.
It's just simply the prologue.
Yeah.
We still have a whole saga.
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited.
I'm so stoked. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know how to feel. Like, I'm kind of just in this like up and down. Like, I'm not scared, but I'm also like, I feel like there's a pit in my stomach. Like, I think it's just like the unexpected.
You're cursed.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't come to me and be like, whoa.
Your aura is messed up. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dope. So we made it to the cabin. This is where we will be staying. And a lot of the activity happens upstairs in the loft, so we're gonna go over there. Austin, let's go up to the loft.
Oh, okay. We're going back up.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Okay.
these little stairs. Becky said that you can hear a lot of activity, and she'll hear people going up and down. So.
So then up here, so we have two different bedrooms. So this is primarily where we heard some of the ghosts are going to be. So we're going to go in this one first. So first thing to notice is this on the floor. This is a cat toy. So if the ghost shows up, this will move around and light up just like this. And this is primarily where we tend to sleep if anything goes awry or we need to take a nap, we'll be in this room. And then behind you is where the spirit of a little girl ghost is supposed to be. So the owners mentioned how they heard the sound of the little girl ghost jumping on this bed sometimes at night. And so we have books open here, picture books for them to read. Sometimes the pages will flip. We also have a bell right here. In case the ghost shows up, it will ring.
There's a camera.
There is a camera set up right here so we can see it. And then right behind you, sometimes that rocking chair also moves, supposedly. We're gonna see if we can hear or see anything up here. We'll be positioned throughout, so we'll see what goes on. Okay, so we had some weird audio issues automatically, like right off the bat. So what we're gonna do is me and our videographer here are gonna go back up. I have a thermal imaging camera, so I am able to see different things like that. So if I pointed at the fire right here, you can see the different colors that show up. So we're gonna go back up there and see if we can see anything with this, see if we can discover any abnormal issues or anything, see if we can find out the root of the audio issue. Already I'm not seeing anything, it's really dark. There is, oh well, that's a heater. So yeah, there's a heater right there, so it can automatically sense that right there, that little warm spot. But everything else seems fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna check out this room. So we're just gonna check the bed. Nothing there. Quick scan across. Nothing there. Nothing there. And then let's check the chair. Nothing in the chair either. There was supposedly an audio warble, but we're not seeing anything up here that would be indicative of that happening. Interesting.
You want to go play with everybody.
Of the house or outside?
Well, we are gonna go up and do the main house that's up there. It's kind of like the clubhouse right now, but that was actually
The original
main
house.
original house on this whole property.
Okay, so the property that we were on, the original owners, they owned about like 430 acres here. So everything here was just one owner. It was a dude ranch, which basically like they would teach young boys like how to rope and everything like that. They even had like 200 like newspaper boys. Like, it was just a whole thing where like just kind of think like a summer camp-esque in a way, but it was more like educational and just kind of learning their ways around a ranch. There's a lot of property. The original property, like the original house, is still here. They built it in around 1957. And there's a bunkhouse. The home is now kind of like just a little like hangout area now. There's a few sheds, and yeah, we're kind of gonna. Laura is gonna give us a run through. She's gonna see if she feels anything, sees anything. So yeah, I think that's what we're prepping to do right now.
An EMF meter reads the amount of energy around it, right? So like if you're trying to find out if there's like a high electromagnetic frequency in a place, you'll take this, and what I usually do is a sweep where I'll go and what the fuck? Yeah, there's someone here with us right now. But her energy is still here. Yeah. These two are for real here. Yeah. He was
So we're just kind of getting a view of what's going on right now. Supposedly there's a lot of history within what's going on. We're getting some weird EMF flickering stuff going on right now. It's sort of just swapping what's going on back and forth. Like one EMF will light up and then the other one won't, and then they swap. Like that. Sounds like that.
Okay, I am talking to the spirits that are in this space. I hope that you're okay with us being here. I don't want to intrude on your home, but we did come to communicate with you. If you would like to communicate back with us, can you go ahead and touch this ring pod? The way that it works is you just get close and it lights up and makes all kinds of noise. As well as we have K2 meters. So if you want us to know that you're here, you can just get close. Thank you, I appreciate that. So I'm Laura, this is Rosie,
Hi.
and Shane, and you know Earl and Becky already. And this is Scott. You guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves too?
I'm Austin. This is Tyler, Javi, Caleb, and we have one more Keaton.
And we're here to speak with you. Would you like to communicate with us? Whew. We would really appreciate it if you touched some of the equipment, or maybe if you moved something in the room. Can you tell us your name? Is there more than one person here? 12. Okay, that's what I counted was 12. Are all of you friendly with each other? Did some of you work here? Ah, okay. So were you some of the guys that worked here on the Dude Ranch? Excellent. Thank you so much for the clear communication. We really appreciate that. Is the man of the house here with us? Are there children here with us? Are the workers here with us? Is there any message that you would like for us to get back to anyone? Thank you. If you can, I hope that you were able to speak clearly through her device and give the message so that we can hear it later and make sure that it gets to whom you would like it to get to. Is that okay with you? Is the person you have a message for not alive anymore? Is there anything we can do to help you? Are you happy here? Okay, I think we should give them a break.
Kind of, like I just lost my best friend.
Becky, would you tell this story?
Yeah. There was, the daughter who lived here. Her husband was out here with a younger friend of the family. They were out here on the field watching the elk and shooting the elk. So they were both up here, and the son-in-law shot an elk, missed. He put down his gun, bottomed down, and it accidentally went off, and it shot their young friend in the head, and he dropped dead instantly.
That's why it feels so sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was their best friend,
And the best
the
friend.
family friend.
Yeah. It's
And there was
horrible.
nothing they could do. He was just dead before he hit the ground.
You okay?
I am. If you need anything for peace, transition, anything, we're here. What's through there?
That is an apartment.
Okay.
There's somebody staying in there
Okay.
right now, but otherwise that would be somewhere we could walk through. But
Okay.
we're gonna actually go down to the pool. You guys ready?
Standing there, this thing was just.
I didn't push the button.
Before, so
We're having some weird technological things.
Becky was telling me the story, whispering it to me before Rosie was even doing her reflection. Rosie was saying that it was really sad and she felt heavy, and then Becky shared the story about the family friend died. So Rosie already kind of felt something before she even knew about it.
Clairvoyant aspect of it. A little bit of foretelling.
Oh no, it's better to be skeptical than to be like a full-blood believer, because I mean,
Hi. So we're here
I
again.
try to
Is there anybody here
rationalize
with
things
us?
before I just jump to go,
Right.
oh, that's paranormal. I still consider myself a skeptic,
Can you
even
tell
though
me your
I've
name?
experienced a lot of things.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Got the thermal camera going.
How many of you are here?
8? I caught 8.
Yeah.
That's what I got too. So, if you would forgive, will you go into that room and tell me how you feel?
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit about that? So this is called a necrophonic. So this works through echo, reverb, and white noise. So I have it on echo right now. So it just kind of like will echo. What is the word? Voices. What is the word? Anyway, voices that people normally wouldn't be able to hear will come through on this. Dead, I know.
Yeah, dead voices.
So, can you tell us, did you work here? Okay, so I heard the name Michelle. I also heard kids again. Like, were you involved with the family? That was 3 yes, in different voices. So, I'm gonna stop this for a minute. Okay,
And you
so
said that room is the one that you felt the most.
go ahead and go into those 2 as well.
it's not cooperating, it doesn't want to turn off.
Scott.
It really is. I just turned it all the way down. Here's that. And literally my chest was hurting and my heart was like beating really, really fast, and I actually had to calm myself down and tell my body it was okay to release it. But when I walked into these spaces, I had a very different experience, and I actually had to walk out to reconnect earth, ground. But it's always good to have other people so that you can see and hear what you're experiencing as well. Lungs, I feel like whomever is in this space passed away here from some sort of lung issue.
Yeah.
And it's also, there were some very nasty characters here.
This
as
is
well.
like heavy. I was out today and I'm in the middle of nowhere and I smell nothing but heavy cigarette smoke. There's nobody else there and there's all of this heavy cigarette smoke. And I see, and I can smell the smoke, but I can't see it. And it was a sense of someone who would have been like
Chain smoker.
chain smoker.
That's what I got too, because when I came in here, when I walked through that doorway in between that room and this one, I instantly got really heavy on my chest
Yeah.
and I couldn't breathe.
Well, that's why. Neurological 5?
I don't know if you heard Colonel.
that's a 5? Well, that's why. Numerological 5? Well, that's why. Numerological 5?
I don't know if you heard her at all. I don't know why I'm hearing this, but they said you should just do it because you know you want to.
So I just had a Reiki yoga session, R-E-I-K-I, supposedly it's equivalent to energy healing and that sort of thing. I wouldn't say I've been having paranormal experiences recently, but I've had experiences in the past in my sleeping life that have coincided or could be parallel to supernatural, though I wouldn't call it that, literally. That being said, she didn't pick up on any of that. But she did pick up on things about me that I think is interesting. One, I'm going to go through what I think is entirely positive or factual, for sure, that I think is quite intense that she was able to pick up on that. One I think that was very intriguing was the fact that she was able to pick up on my anxiety and that sort of thing. I do have anxiety. I've been very anxious about things going on in my life recently. One of those things being a big change, which she said, which is I am moving, which is a pretty big change. I'm moving across 2 states, though I feel like a lot of people have big changes, so I'm not sure how much I believe that. She also mentioned that I was a water sign, which I am a Pisces. I did not mention anything like that to her. And that water is a very calming thing for me, which it is. I was saying I literally was listening to ocean sounds earlier today to go to sleep so I could stay up all night and do this. And she also mentioned that I was an empath. I feel like a lot of people are empaths. I, however, have been more sensitive than most, as other people have said, but I wouldn't call myself an empath. And then the last thing that she mentioned was that I was a writer, which to me automatically red flags because the whole reason I'm here is to write a story. I think she knows that. So she says I have a big story coming up. I was tinkering with my own personal script the other day, which I am really excited about. Or whether she's talking about the story that we're writing right now or another story that I'm writing for the magazine. Either way, I am excited to see where this goes, for sure.
Actually, I've heard doing a cold plunge for like 10, 15 minutes. Then I get out is actually.
That's the idea, yes.
Okay.
Because
Because it has different lights, yeah. Yeah.
Continuing our investigation.
okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know why, but I feel like that's where you should.
It's your
sit.
perfect. That's me.
Are we here with the owners of the home? I'm gonna gather that's a yes. Okay, are you having fun playing with our REM pod? Yeah, buddy. I know it's fun. Can you make it light up for us again? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Light switch is on the
Can I
wall.
put it downstairs? Is that
Absolutely. So have you ever used them before?
Do I just
Okay,
hold
so
them
you want to be careful because,
Oh,
and you don't
okay.
want your hand to move them. You want them to be able to move freely. So like,
Just gotta hold it.
yep. And then my friend is going to use you. Is that okay? It's going to be slower for you.
That's all right.
So,
But you can see that they're
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
you're not moving them, you just have to let go of the expectation that
Yep.
they can move.
Yep.
It
And
sounds funny,
then
but
I'm
if
gonna
you,
turn on my flashlight here. Are you willing to communicate with us now? If you are, can you go ahead and make one of our little tools over here that make noise go off? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was wonderful. So we did come here to help you. Holy shit. That's wonderful. You're doing such a good job. I really, really appreciate it. Can you make it go off now? Perfect. Can you tell me your name? Boyd? I think it was Boyd. Weird though.
Yeah.
And Boyd, was that your name?
Were we seeing this?
No, because we walked, as we walked, the room was still lit up. That's right.
Here, is that who was singing? Oh, honey. Oh, she's trying to talk and he's trying to talk over her.
Can we have one at a time, please? Can you just pick one person to speak?
Can we speak with Pat, please? Pat, can you speak with us?
Hold on, can you say that again?
To make their presence known?
No, not you.
What?
Say that one more time.